Okay, different video today than usual. Usually I talk about experiences that are a bit longer ago. This one was actually this morning. So I've been talking about this girl for like 2 months ish. It kind of became serious, at least that's what I thought. And then that's when I started to mention it to friends and even on some of these channels and shit. Like, not expecting anything from it, but whenever you have fun talking to someone and you expect, well, you think something could happen, then you like to share that positive energy, right? That things are going well. So I got invested in this girl, and this morning I was done with it because she flaked twice. Like I tried to set up a date here in Colombia, and she flaked twice, and then like she was super dry on text, so I kind of left it. And then the day after, I saw that she unfollowed me and removed my follow. So then it was like, okay, this officially nothing is gonna happen. And I tried to cry, but I couldn't because I don't give a fuck. And then you might think like, what the fuck? What is that dynamic? Well, I already kind of um, let it go. Like I never met her in person. I only spoke on text and via voice memos and pictures and shit. Like it's a real girl, but apparently her interest might be low. That's why she never wanted to go on a date. And then eventually my interest dropped because she became dry, and I have some self respect as well. So then like this happened, but I am sad, and I got caught off guard, but not specifically by her. I'm actually happy that it's not gonna be something, because she had like three major red flags that I kind of tried to ignore. Um, she had like some slutty pictures on her Instagram. It was not super bad, and it was a private profile, but it was bothering me heavily. Then the second thing is she was sick all the time, like at least like twice a month. She was texting me like, "Oh yeah, like I don't feel well. I can't go to work because I'm sick," and it was like quite often. So that's a turn off, because first of all, if it's genetics, then I don't want those genetics in my children. And second of all, can't you take care of yourself? Like I'm maybe sick twice a year, maybe sometimes not even once a year, because I know what how my body works and what you can do and what you can't do. So that's another red flag. And she never pushed to FaceTime. And whenever I was trying to, and like she said that her front camera was broken, which I believe because she was like very broke. But then still, like calling via the phone or something, whenever I was trying to date a girl seriously, that's what they always did. Like they always want to speak to you, they want to get in contact with you, they want to get your attention, right? Because male value is attention and validation and some sort of protection. And the woman gives their energy, their femininity, their support, and their body, right? That's kind of the trade off that you make. So if they don't want your validation or your attention, then they don't want you. So that was kind of a red flag as well. Anyway, the point of this video is I kind of let it go already mentally. So that's why I'm not really bothered. I would have been if it was kind of randomly, but it wasn't. I'm more just hit in my ego a little bit that I let this happen and I allowed myself to let this happen. Like I'm an entrepreneur and it's so stupid. Like I've plenty of girls. My Tinder is overflowing. Like my Instagram DMs. I'm 6'8". Like I'm genuinely 6'8", and I have some muscle. Not super crazy, but I'm muscular enough for the girls. And I'm socially confident and everything. I have some money. I work in a super cool business with cool friends that are also like high status. So like I am I'm the ICP for a bunch of girls. That's not the thing. I'm just super disappointed in myself that I let this happen. And I had like a 1 hour FaceTime call with my friend because I just felt off guard, catched off guard. Like, bro, what? This happened to me? Like, I have such high standards and everything. In like, she had a low body count. She never really went out, this and that. And like I said, the pictures were still a red flag, but she was very feminine. All those things, very consistent with everything. She was very pretty, like at least uh, physically a 9 out of 10. Like now looking back at it, it was not really. It was maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Anyway, the reason why I couldn't cry was because I'm not sad because of her. not really sad. I'm disappointed and kind of I got caught off guard because I allowed myself that this happened. You know, I always take responsibility for everything. So that's what kind of happened. So if you're also an entrepreneur and you're very busy, you're traveling, like it's my life is so cool. You know what I mean? Like every girl wants to be part of it, which is just true. That's simply just true. Girls are like pushing me to meet up with them and shit. But whenever you try to get a girl and you're kind of decided that you're gonna chase them, they don't want it anymore, and then you get attached. Like I'm kind of the lover boy kind of type, so I have that warmness because I was mainly raised by my mother, right? So then you have those traits, which unfortunately I have to kill off because girls don't like that. And this like last summer I slept with a bunch of girls by being the bad boy and not showing any emotion, so it works. But when I actually want the girl, I get attached and I show too much interest, and that's what turns them off. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're kind of like me, and you have also a cool life, you're traveling. I'm now in Colombia. I was home. I was in Barcelona. I was in Bali. That was the last 3 months. That happened in 3 months. From Bali to home, the Netherlands, Europe. Then I went quickly to Barcelona with my sister. Went back home. Like all that shit is expensive. And now I flew to Colombia. My life is super fun, and I have money. I can do shit. I'm confident and shit. But make sure that you don't get attached too easily. I have a new rule for myself now, which is only allow yourself to get emotionally invested once she is actually in the Uber to your place or whenever she's in your arms. You know what I mean? Because now I got attached via text, I got attached via pictures, via the thoughts of being with her, and that's stupid. Texting is for logistics. Texting is boring. Females are in general quite boring human beings. They're fun in environments, so in a restaurant or walking somewhere or like an event, football match, whatever. But just sitting at home talking to a female is super boring. You usually don't have super interesting things to talk about, and they just live in the moment of the day. So if you want deep intellectual conversations with a girl or with someone, then you are probably better off with your friends. Not hating on women here, but most of them, at least the fatherless ones that I've been with this summer, they are kind of brain dead. I've never really dated seriously ever in person. At least this was the first one that's really trying to run it up, but never happened. So I'm based, obviously. So if you found your girlfriend that's intellectual, that you can have cool conversations with, good for you. But I never had that. So I'm still trying to get to your level. Anyway, that's what my story was today, and I'm sitting here in my sick apartment in Colombia, kind of just sitting with myself. I tried to cry this afternoon, but I can't because I don't give a shit. I'm more just disappointed in myself that me, the big entrepreneur guy that gives advice online, and my advice is valid. Like most of my advice comes from experiences, but then you kind of feel like a cuck that this happens to you. You know that I myself let this happen. That how do I allow myself for this kind of shit to happen? You know what I mean? So that's what happens when you are very used to taking responsibility in your whole life. Then also these situations, I never blame a girl. Like females in general, they never take responsibilities. They live in the moment of the day. They do what they feel like doing. So you can't really keep them accountable. Obviously, if they go fuck a bunch of dudes and they're drunk and shit, then obviously keep them accountable. But in these situations, like I made it happen myself. I was chasing, and I ended up fucking it up. And like looking back at it, I don't even want her because of those big three red flags. But you get blinded by it once you get attention. Once like this was the hottest girl ever that was interested in me ever. So yeah, then you kind of oversee these red flags and you're like, ah, it's fine. Maybe she will take off, like she will remove those pictures when I get with her, blah blah. Blah. But that should just be the normal standard. Like, okay, does this girl have these red flags? Then just non-negotiables, not gonna happen. And I'm only gonna get emotionally invested once she chose me already, and once she is literally on the way to me, or when she's in my arms. You know, so whatever. I'm learn from it and on to the next one.